What's it up, baby? Y'all didn't know. Big boss hog. Boss dog can't poke through the door here to talk to boss. What's good with you? I gotta put this disclaimer out there, man. That was probably the most boring fight I watched this year. Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin de Los. I mean, but before I get in my soliloquy, how y'all doing? Hope all is well. Remember, tough times don't last, good people do. But I also want to put this out. I told y'all, when Shakur Stevenson do all that talking before them fights, he don't have good performances. I said, man, he has subpar performances when he be doing all that talking and saying he gonna do this to the person and do that, and he gonna knock him out, and he gonna do this, and he talking about this fighter and this fighter. And I told y'all, he has subpar performances. And this was another example of a subpar performance. When Shakur just be quiet and fight, he's good. He even had Taz Crawford co-signing him before the fight. He said, man, Shakur is more mature now. You know, he's more mature, and, you know, he'll be ready to go. You know, he's going to put on a great performance. No. He could be mature all he wants to. You know what I'm saying? In this boxing game, it comes down to the meat and the situation. Stop doing all that talking. You focused on the wrong thing. You talking about this dude, and this dude. Your boy, hell, you was laughing at Frank Martin in his performance. Frank Martin need to be laughing at you. But you see, Frank Martin, I don't think he's saying anything. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a man with character. He's a man with morals and principles. Talking on that internet is not going to win you fights. You get what I mean? It's about being in that ring. When them punches getting thrown at you, what you going to do? And we saw that yesterday, last night. Edwin de Los, when he did land on Shakur, right? Because he didn't land a lot. When he did land on Shakur felt that power. Shakur definitely felt that power. That's why he was not offensive. Right? I had a draw. Not gonna lie to you. I didn't think neither fighter did enough to win that fight. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought it was a draw. I didn't think Edwin de Los won. I didn't think Shakur Stevenson won. Because you gotta look at ring generalship, right? Yeah, there were rounds that Shakur clearly won. There was rounds de Los Santos or Edwin de Los won. But I feel like, man, I had a draw. 6 rounds to 6 rounds. Draw. That's what I had it. I mean, Edwin de Los was in the cha-cha sliding on that boy, man. The boy was listening to his Dominican music in his head while in the ring, bro. Like, it's crazy. Now, Edwin de Los was trying, though. That's the difference. De Los was trying. Shakur wasn't. As far as offensively. Defensively, yeah, he was making De Los miss. You know what I mean? He was making him miss, you know, wildly. You know what I'm saying? And De Los was not able to cut off the ring and, you know, do his thing. You know what I mean? But Shakur Stevenson takes a hit for this because he's looked at as the elite of the elite. But also, he is a fighter that put a lot of pressure on himself because he did all this talking. I mean, the dude was saying, this dude a B word, this dude this dude that, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, he cussing everybody out as if, like, he tank or something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying Shakur Stevenson is a bad fighter. I'm just saying, man, in this boxing game, your mental, you gotta be right, bro. You can't be out here worrying about stuff you don't need to be worrying about. You know what I mean? I can't be worrying about no old Frank Martin and this person and that person. Oh, he a B and then I don't need. No, you did all that talking, right? And it's backfired on you. I keep telling y'all, go look at all the times Shakur Stevenson has talked trash before his fights. He don't perform good. The times he be quiet, you know, he'll say a little bit, but the times he just lock in and just fight, He dog walk his opponents. The Oscar Valdez fight, he didn't really talk that much. Right? Now, granted, some people feel like Oscar Valdez was overhyped. That may be possibly so because of who Oscar Valdez is affiliated with, which is Canelo Alvarez. So some people feel like Oscar Valdez, was a top fighter. I won't discredit Oscar Valdez. I think he's a decent fighter. He just does one thing well. You know what I mean? And, that which is come forward, things like that. Defensively, he's not really responsible. He's an offensive fighter. So Shakur is able to pick him apart. That was like a perfect matchup for Shakur. You get what I mean? That was a matchup where Shakur can pick his poison. And that's what he did against Oscar Valdez. He really just annihilated him. You know what I mean? So I think, but he didn't really talk that much that fight. This fight, he talking about Frank Martin. He talking about Devin Haney. He's only talking about the black fighters. He ain't talking about Lomachenko. He got asked about Lomachenko. This thing, when they ask him about Lomachenko, he'll say, yeah, I was disappointed in that. I really wanted that fight. But F Frank Martin, he a B. F Devin Haney. Devin Haney an opportunist. He wait for guys to have poor performances and then he fight them. Which partially, you can look at it and say partially true, Because I really thought about what he said. I was like, okay. But at the end of the day, the situation is what it is, I think that, Shakur got to go back to the drawing board. He tried to make an excuse after the fight. I mean, he went out like he admitted that, it was a poor performance, and I respect him for that. But then he went on to say, like, oh, I need to not be in the gym so much. No, you need to stay in the gym. Nah. Because then if you're not in the gym, then what? You need to stay in the gym. You know what I mean? Your performance wasn't flat because I don't think your performance was flat because you stayed in the gym. That don't make sense to me. Your performance was flat because you felt that power. And you was like, I don't want to get knocked out. Y'all saw one of the rounds, I forgot what round it was. Shakur was in close to the corner. And De Los Santos landing a punch. And Shakur feet kind of got tangled up. But the punch landed, right? So the punch landed, which caused Shakur Stevenson's feet to get tangled up because he was trying to get away from that power. You see what I'm saying? He definitely was trying to get away from that power. He felt that power, and if he ain't had that rope to kind of put his hand down and hold himself up, he was going to get knocked down and at that moment. So he felt that power, and he was like, hell no. That's what it is. Man, that nigga, he cracking. Nah, we finna get on our bicycle, man. Nah. And that's what that was. Nah, I know originally the game plan. I heard him say that, we was gonna wait and, take him to deep waters and then we're gonna drown him. But De Los Santos do that. You heard De Los Santos coach. He said, all right, it's round 10. For Dominicana, it's time now. Let's go, championship round. Go get him. So De Los Santos already knew that was the game plan for Shakur. Right? Now, De Los Santos was frustrated. At times, I agree that he did look like he was frustrated because Shakur kept moving around and things like that. I do agree with that. He did look like upset, like, damn, man, this dude keep moving. You know what I mean? I agree with that. I do believe that he was frustrated. But, at the end of the day, I feel like it was a draw. I don't care what nobody talk about. It was a draw between Shakur Stevenson and De Los Santos. Now, where did each fighter go from here? Well, Shakur Stevenson kind of took a hit. You know what I mean? He took a hit because he did all that talking before the fight. And now, you put on a performance like this. So it's one of those things where it's like, he got to go back to the drawing board. If I was Shakur, I would rematch Edwin de Los Santos. That's me personally. I would rematch him. You know what I mean? So you could fight a better fight. Cause if this was your last fight on Top Rank, you're not leaving on a good note. You know what I mean? I think, and Top Rank do this, like when they have fights, they just give their prize fighter their prize position. If they have a poor performance, they just give them the fight. That's one thing I don't like about Top Rank. Like a PBC, they don't do that. Like if they fighter don't do what he's supposed to do, you lost. You know what I'm saying? They don't care who you is. You lost. And that's what it is. When you look at, I just don't think that he did enough to win. I didn't think neither guy did, to be honest. I thought it was a draw. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a draw. They talking about unanimous decision. Huh? Soldier Boy voice, huh? So I don't know, bro. But I think Edwin de Los Santos, this is a win for him. I mean, yeah, he lost, but Shakur Stevenson couldn't do nothing with him. You know what I mean? Like, Shakur barely threw punches at him. He just ran around the ring. You know what I'm saying? Now, boxing heads will be like, oh, well, he boxed. No, that dude was running, bro. Like, there's the difference. Like, Floyd boxed, right? But see, if Floyd fought Edwin de Los Santos, Floyd would have destroyed Edwin de Los Santos. You know what I'm saying? Floyd would have destroyed him, man. I'm telling you. He would have dissected him. You know what I mean? So, I just think Shakur got a lot he got to learn. He got to go back to the drawing board. Because when you get on this top level, man, I think a lot of it was coaching too. You know what I'm saying? He got here, I know he got to the top with his grandpa. You know, but he may need like another set of eyes in his corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as helping out with the grandpa, like with the game plan. You know, maybe get Bomac or, you know, that Mexican dude that's Terrence Crawford coach, you know, to come in there and assist with, you know, with his fights. Because like I say, when you get to that top level, you need all you can get to help you win fights. You know what I mean? I mean, when you start talking about the Teofimos, the Tank, especially Tank, like, Edwin de Los Santos probably would get a Tank fight. I'm not gonna lie to you. And that would be a good fight. That'll be a good fight. Real talk. If Tank might fight Edwin de Los Santos, I'm not lying to you. I thought about that immediately after the fight. I said, watch Tank offer the fight to Edwin de Los Santos as a comeback fight. So don't be shocked if Tank go fight Edwin de Los Santos and then they fight. And then Tank knock out Edwin de Los Santos. Don't be shocked. I'm telling you, don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. That right there, you know, and I think Edwin de Los Santos deserves it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he deserves that opportunity. You know? And this is why I say Shakur gotta get away from that talking and just fight, bro. Just fight. You know what I mean? That's just what it is, bro. But he also gotta get a little bit more grit in him. I think he gotta get another set of eyes as a coach in his corner. I feel like he gotta add to his arsenal a little bit. Because we all know you can stand in front of people, we know you're defensively responsible. But one thing about Floyd Mayweather, and I'm done, is when Floyd, as defensively responsible as he was a defensive first fighter, Floyd can, fight on the inside. I mean, we saw it against Canelo. It was spurts in that particular fight. Floyd, a high guard, come inside, body shot, uppercut, roll, hook, you know what I'm saying? And pivot out. Then he back on his bicycle. You got to be able to have multiple wrinkles to your game. I feel like Shakur can get there, but because, he kind of do the same thing. He got that jab. He like this. And then he'll, nah, man. That ain't gonna work against no tank. You gonna, now you sleep. You know what I'm saying? Nah. You know what I mean? So, and then to be Devin, I think, Shakur gonna have to fight a whole different type of fight to beat Devin. You know what I mean? But this was a bad look for Shakur Stevenson, man. He got to go back to the drawing board, man. He got to rematch Edwin de Los, in my opinion. If I was him, that's the only fight I want next. And let me know what you think, boss.